The GTA 6 Lucia prologue has finally leaked, and this is easily the biggest story leak we've had so far. I won't be showing the leaked footage in this video due to copyright, but if you want to see it for yourself, I'll leave a link to the footage in the description. The prologue starts with Lucia at a cafe, with this part of the footage taking place around 9 months before the present day events of GTA 6. This gives us a look before she's in prison and before the main part of the game begins. Then the footage jumps forward to the present day, and this is where things get really interesting. We see Lucia inside the prison wearing her prison uniform and walking through the facility. She's not just standing around either. The footage shows her moving through the prison and interacting with other inmates, giving us our first proper look at what Lucia's life inside the prison is actually like. This is a pretty big deal because Rockstar has obviously shown Lucia in prison before, going all the way back to the first trailer, but we've never had leaked gameplay showing her actually moving around the prison and interacting with people inside it. The prison itself also looks incredibly detailed. We're seeing the different areas Lucia can walk through, other prisoners around her, and the general environment of the facility. And because this is supposed to be the prologue, it gives us a much better idea of how Rockstar could introduce Lucia before eventually transitioning into the main game. What's also interesting is how much more cinematic this footage feels compared to the Jason gameplay we've been getting. We're now seeing story-driven gameplay with Lucia interacting with characters and being placed inside a very specific part of the narrative, and this could finally explain why CyberLeak spent so long avoiding story spoilers. They had previously been saying that they didn't want to release major narrative material, but after the community voted for the Lucia prologue, this footage has now appeared. The biggest thing to understand is that this isn't just another random Lucia appearance. This is being presented as the prologue, meaning we're potentially seeing material from the very beginning of Lucia's story. And that makes the cafe to prison transition particularly interesting. We see Lucia before the present day events, and then we see where she eventually ends up. There are still plenty of questions that this footage doesn't answer though. We shouldn't take old GTA 6 story rumours and automatically assume they're confirmed just because this prologue has leaked. There have been years of supposed story leaks surrounding Lucia, her arrest, and how she ended up in prison, but unless something is actually shown in this new footage, I'm not going to present those theories as fact. What we can confirm from the footage is that we're finally seeing Lucia's side of the story, including her time inside the prison. And honestly, that's probably the biggest thing to come out of this entire wave of leaks. We've spent the last week watching Jason do pretty much everything, driving around Leonida, stealing cars, fighting NPCs, dealing with police, and exploring different areas. Now we finally have Lucia, and the timing is absolutely insane because Rockstar is officially preparing to show more GTA 6 tomorrow, August 27th. So we're basically getting leaked story footage of Lucia one day before Rockstar's official extended look. If you've been avoiding GTA 6 spoilers, this is probably the point where you want to be extremely careful, because we are no longer just talking about gameplay mechanics, we're now seeing actual story content, and if more of this prologue leaks, there's a possibility that much bigger story details could start appearing online. For now though, the biggest takeaway is simple. The prologue has leaked, and we're finally getting a proper look at Lucia's life before and during her time in prison. I'm going to leave the major story details out of this video because nobody wants the entire game spoiled before it even releases. Let me know what you think about the new footage and whether you're going to watch Rockstar's official GTA 6 extended look tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.